So we back with another video, and today we got y'all boys with another jump shot video. Now, to be honest, out of all the seasons so far, I feel like 2K has touched the shooting the most in this single season, and it's only right that I give y'all this jump shot. Today we're gonna be going over the guards, the wings, and the bigs all in this one video. If you guys want more videos like this, just like the video, subscribe if you're new. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all releases, bases, all type of stuff in this video, blendings, all that. So yeah, if you guys want more, like I said, like, subscribe. Without further ado though, let's hop into it. Alright, so I've broken down a lot of stuff for the jump shots in previous videos, so this is not going to be that long of a video at all. When it comes to the shot attributes, if you want to know stuff on that, you want to know the shot release timing that you need to be using, I got a video for that. Just ask for it, or just let me know if I should pin it in the comments down below, and I got that for y'all boys. But when it comes to the best bases in the game for a build that's a guard build that's under, I guess, 6'5" or 6'4" and below, in my opinion, the best base in the game, I would have to say, is KPJ. Now, when I've recommended this to people, they say that this is the one that works for them. Now, this is what I use on my guard. It's literally just auto buckets for me. Now, if you don't really like KPJ, I did make this build so I can be able to have more variety. So if you do want to go with, where is he at? Stephen Curry. I think Stephen Curry is the best totality. You just need the most requirements to use it. Like, look at it. Just to even use it, you need a 91 3 ball to be able to have that base. So yeah, Stephen Curry definitely for sure. I would say it's the best base in the game. I like KPJ more because it's just a little quicker and it's better for like quick stops and stuff like that. But Stephen Curry is still up there too. And the other one that I would say is pretty much up there for guards, LaMelo Ball. A lot of guards love using LaMelo Ball, so I'll say LaMelo Ball is up there as well. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put KPJ back on though, so I can do these releases. Now, when it comes to releases, now people have been saying that the releases for Oscar Robertson, if you was using that got patched. Now, personally, it may have even got patched, but personally, I had started back using it. I don't really see the point in taking it off. It's just so much faster than any of the other releases, so I'm gonna still be using Oscar Robinson. But if you don't want to use it because you think it's patched, I got other releases you can use as well. Now, if I was to say what the second best release is besides Oscar for the under 6'4", under 6'5", it would definitely have to be Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is definitely up there with Oscar. The only thing is, it's just not as fast as Oscar. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Now, if you want to use some other stuff, you can go with Matt Thomas. It's a lot of other guards. Pretty much any of these like guards that can shoot, you can go with those as well, like the Kyries of the world and stuff like that. But I would just stick with Oscar Robertson, KPJ, and Stephen Curry. That's me. Now, release speed, you want to max it out. If you don't know, you get the most options on release speed on a guard. You get the second most if you're 6'5" to 6'9", and you get the least if you're big. It's that simple. Now, the reason why you can shoot so much faster on a guard, because you get the fastest release speed. It's that simple. So when it comes to the animation blending, you want to blend this towards whatever you think is the better release. I think the better release is Oscar Robertson, and I like going 75-25 when I'm using Oscar. Now, the different blendings, I do go with 85-15, 75-25, 60-40, and 50-50, and that's gonna be blending towards whatever release you have. Now, some releases and some bases need different combinations. This is just what works for me. I've told y'all this time and time again, KPJ is like the Kuzma of the guards, and I really do love Kuzma on the 6'5" to 6'9". If you know me, I've said that's the best jump shot the whole year, but yeah, it's just really what it is, and that's pretty much the timing or the release speed and the animation blending I would go with for mine. But depending on if you don't want to use Curry, you don't want to use Oscar, you're gonna have to pretty much test those 4 different blendings out to make sure it's meshed perfectly well so that you have the perfect jump shot. Now, I didn't really waste too much time going over like underrated bases for the guards, because every single time I do one of these videos, it's gonna be littered with comments, people saying this base, this release. So if you don't know, just go down in the comments and they'll help you as well, just like I'm helping y'all. So I'm never mad when people do that. I actually like that, because there's no point in like keeping secrets and gatekeeping stuff. So yeah, but I'm gonna just try to make sure I get through this faster, because I know the video's been kind of longer lately, so I'm trying to make sure it's faster. Just want to go over that real quick. Now, when it comes to the bases for the 6'5" to 6'9", in my opinion, the best base in the game is Kyle Kuzma. That's just what I like the most. It's just what I'm the most comfortable with, so I like to say Kyle Kuzma. Now, if I had to say what's the second base, personally, if I had to go with one, it would definitely be Taurean Prince for me. But that's really because the other releases that's really popular with this, like, I guess, area of heights and stuff like that, it's just, I don't like them. So the most popular jump shot in the game is LaMelo Ball, because you can not only just use it on small guards, but you can also use it on the swings, wings, and whatever you want to call it, the 6'5" to 6'9". So yeah, LaMelo Ball is definitely probably the most popular jump shot in the game. I'm personally not a LaMelo guy. I only recommend it because it's popular, so it has to be good to somewhat extent. I just don't personally like it. It's just me. Now, another jump shot that a lot of people use that I'm not the biggest person or fan of is O'Shea Brissett. But again, it's very popular, and it's really popular because just like LaMelo, you can use it on two different ones. Instead of it being guards this time, though, you can use it on bigs, which are like 6'10" and up, and 6'5" to 6'9". So yeah, those are the jump shots that you can use. I like Ray Allen. I see some people even use Kevin Durant, but those are the 4 jump shots I would personally recommend. The 2 popular ones and the 2 ones I like personally. Now, when it comes to releases, again, we're gonna go with Oscar Robertson. The reason why we like to go Oscar Robertson, because it's just the fastest jump shot in the game. There's not really much else to really say on that aspect. Second release, I think the second releases on this one is arguably better. I think Stephen Curry is the best base, the best release in the game, but you do get more options, I would say. So you get Larry Bird as an option. There's even some options within that you could use, but I would say Larry Bird, Klay Thompson, wherever Klay is at, and Jason Tatum are just ridiculous. It's literally not on Curry level, but right there, especially Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is my release I like to go with, but you can go with any of those 3 and you'll be perfectly fine. Like on Kyle Kuzma, I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna get better stats using Kyle Kuzma, Oscar, and Bird than you would get with Klay Thompson, but I don't really even care about the stats no more, to be honest, at this point at the game. I just want my jump shot. So yeah, so this is what I use personally. You can go with some other stuff, but that's just what I use. Blending, I try to go max release speed. Like I showed you guys earlier, you get 5 on the 6'5" to 6'9". You only get 4 options. On the bigs, you only get 3. And then animation blending, I like to blend it more towards like my favorite jump shot, and you either go 85, 15, 75, 25, 60, 40, and 50, 50. For this one, I personally like going 75, 25. It's kind of just that simple. Alright, so and last but not least is going to be the bigs, which is like 6'10" and up. We already went over the guards, we already went over wings. Let's just go ahead and hop into it. So when it comes to the bases, I would personally recommend. Now, previous videos, I would recommend Bielisa, but I'm gonna be honest, Bielisa kind of got hit hard with that recent patch, and the only time I really like using Bielisa if I'm using late timing. Just don't really use it like that anymore. I didn't like it since they dropped these recent little, whatever they've been calling them, to jump shooting. So with that being said, what I've been using now is a jump shot I don't really like, but O'Shea Brissett. And this is really popular for a reason. Now, really, only reason I use it is because out of all the jump shots on the bigs, it's like the most versatile jump shot. You can use it to spot up, you can use it like when you're trying to shoot off the dribble, quick stop and all that, and it's gonna be kind of similar still. So that's why I like using O'Shea, even though I'm not really a big fan of it. It's just like you don't really have the craziest options. Now, if you really want something really consistent, Chris Bosh is a good base. I'm gonna be honest with you. I even sometimes like using Bam Shot, to be honest, but that's only because I'm a Heat fan, so I don't know if I can really recommend that. So the ones I probably recommend you the most would definitely be Chris Bosh and O'Shea Brissett. Now, there are other jump shots that I see people saying it comes down below all the time, but for sure, since the patch, I can only really recommend for sure O'Shea Brissett and Chris Bosh. I usually say Bielisa, but I have not really liked it that much since the patch. Now, when it comes to releases, I'm gonna be honest. Usually when I'm doing my releases, I make sure that my favorite release is upper release 1. So I got 2 different ways to go about it. So either you're gonna go with Kelly Olynyk. Yes, Kelly Olynyk as your release 1. Kelly Olynyk is just the fastest release in my opinion for big men, and it's the closest thing you can kind of get to speeding up your jump shot like Oscar Robertson would. The only thing is Oscar Robertson not only speeds up your jump shot, but it also gives you great shot attributes. Now, Kelly Olynyk does not do that. Now, the better one, if you want the one that's kind of more towards like what Oscar does, where it speeds up the jump shot and you get good like stats, it's gonna be Dirk Nowitzki. That's kind of like the Dirk Nowitzki is kind of like the Oscar Robertson for the bigs. Now, the only thing is, I like Oscar as a release 1. I like Dirk as a release 2. I can't use Dirk as a release 1 at all. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So, if you're doing that, I think bigs honestly have really good releases, just like the swings, whatever you want to call it. So, the releases I would go to pair alongside that. You could go Kelly Olynyk. I'm going to be honest. You definitely could, but I'm going to be honest. You're going to blend it more towards Dirk. So, that's going to be a little interesting there. But I would say you're going to go with Tim Duncan, That's one release you can go with. Kevin Love, wherever he at, Kevin Love, that's another great release you can go with. Or you're gonna go with where he at. There's another release that you can kind of get on multiple builds, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is another one. The only thing I would say about Larry Bird in comparison to the other two, Larry Bird, look at the release speed, it's kind of slow. So I would probably say Duncan is my favorite of the three because it does give you that defensive immunity and release speed. So that's just something I would like. I'll even show y'all for the people that want to see like the Kevin Durant's. Kevin Durant gives you really good stats. It's not that fast though. If I was on a big, honestly, if I didn't like Brissett, I probably would use Durant before I use Chris Bosh. It's just that Kevin Durant is just slow to me, so I don't really like slow jump shots. Chris Bosh is slow as well, but it's like it's very consistent and very hard to contest. Where Kevin Durant is just, it feels slower. I don't know what it is. It just feels slower. But Kevin Durant is also another one that I probably could recommend if I did have to say a third one. And this is what I would probably, actually no, I'll probably do it like this more than anything. It'd be 60-40, more towards like the Dirk. And yeah, that'll probably be kind of like the jump shot for, I guess, bigs. But yeah, that's going to be the jump shot video, man. Hopefully the video ain't too long. I know I was talking still, but hopefully the video ain't too long. If you guys want more videos like this, I got to give y'all the guard animations, the big man animations. I actually am trying to do a very, very special video for the All-Star weekend. Hopefully I can get that done in time for Saturday. That would be perfect. It's a hit for sure, coming soon. Hopefully we can get that done for y'all boys. But yeah, if you guys want more, like the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, share the video to anybody you think will help. Put in the comments down below some basics to help people, some releases to help people, even more than I did, just in case you're not feeling any of the stuff I said, which is possible. But yeah, just like the video, subscribe. Everything I did in this video was really just to help you guys. But yeah, without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I'm out the bit, man.
I might break up. Shawty wanna show her ass out. Our black red got a good side. One up, look at that pass out. I got a whole lot of mud shot.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!